Hey, what's up, guys? It's Marko. Welcome to Unqualified Opinions. So let's just get right into it. Doc Rivers got fired by the Clippers. Certainly something I thought could happen, but I really didn't think the Clippers would do it, considering that I thought he was part of the reason that Kawhi Leonard came to LA and, also maybe helped facilitate the Paul George move. I thought he was an integral part of this team. Maybe they think keeping Kawhi and Paul George would be easier if they could pick a coach of their own. This is happening for two reasons. One, Rivers has historically underperformed with the Clippers. I think now this is the third conference finals exit on top of 3 first-round exits with LA. He has grossly underperformed with this organization, and especially with this team. You know, this is a title favorite, and them going out in the conference semifinals and blowing a 3-1 lead is pretty embarrassing. So I think for sure it has to do with his performance with this team historically and then this season. But also I think the Clippers have an eye on next season, which is the final year in both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George's deals. Of course, they have a player option, which they won't pick up. They'll sign new deals either with the Clippers or elsewhere. So this is an enormous year for LA. Make or break. They have to make the correct coaching signing, and they probably have to win a title next season to avoid a massive embarrassment. As far as Doc Rivers is concerned, I think he played a big part in them losing this. I think this team that was super grit and grind last season, they became really soft. They were pretty unorganized. They lacked an offensive identity. And Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are so important to this team right now. Especially if they decide to leave after next season. The number of draft picks you gave up to the Thunder to acquire Paul George could leave you in a Brooklyn Nets-esque situation if George and Kawhi Leonard choose to leave at the end of next season. So success is paramount. I'm not sure who they're going to get as their coach. I really hope it's not Ty Lue because that won't end well. So the Clippers need a good head coach, and they need massive success next season to avoid becoming an even more of a laughingstock and then avoid becoming a dumpster fire. At least right now, they can still be competitive with the team they have, albeit a very old roster with like Pat Bev and a thinner roster than they'd like to admit. Looking at the Doc Rivers side of things, I guess Mike D'Antoni could still be in the running for the 76ers job. I think Doc Rivers would be a good fit there. I don't by any means think Doc Rivers is a bad coach, but we certainly have to remove him from the elite class of coaches of the likes of, Brad Stevens and Eric Spoelstra. But Doc Rivers will land on his feet. He'll find another job somewhere else. But it was a strange, flawed, and just not a good run with the Clippers organization in these past 7 years. Just full of playoff disappointment after playoff disappointment. And the Clippers will need to turn this thing around quick. Again, I mentioned Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they're free agents in 2021. If they don't accept those player options, they won't accept them. They'll be free agents. This is make or break for the Clippers organization and Steve Ballmer as they're trying to reestablish this Clippers brand and make this team less of a laughingstock. So that's it for this video. Doc Rivers out as the Clippers coach. I didn't think this would happen. I thought it should happen, but I didn't think it would. So I'm surprised by the gutsiness of the Clippers brass in doing this. I like the move. I like the idea of getting a new coach in here and trying to freshen things up here before things get really bad for the Clippers. I'm Marko Yerkovich. This is Unqualified Opinions. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your unqualified opinions in the comments down below. I guess leave who you think the next Clippers head coach will be or where Doc Rivers will land. Thanks for watching and listening, and